Wait, just hear me out for a second. I have a Murder Jones theory to share with you all. So we all know in the show that every male worker drone is seen to not have hair. However, with Thad, we can clearly see that he has hair. However, if you have watched the show in any way, all the girls do have hair. And since these fuckers have created both models, we can easily assume and probably conclude that this same rule of females having hair and boys not having hair easily applies to the assembly drones as well. And so here's my second point. And if we apply the hair, no hair rule onto murder drones, we can conclude that V&J still go with the models they had when built, which were female. But we look over at N, who has hair, and it's probably one of the most notable features about him. I mean, besides his hat being exceptionally adorable, it's probably one of the most notable features. So if we take this logic of females having hair and males not having hair, we could probably conclude that N was a female disassembly drone when he was built, also known as him being a trans man. So this theory could make sense. As we look at his voice, it is not exactly what you would think of when you hear the word masculine. Like, if you hear his voice, you probably wouldn't think, oh, that's definitely a guy. You might think that it was definitely a transitioned guy, which leads me, in conclusion, as a trans guy, that N is probably female to male. Same thing goes with Thad, what I said earlier, how he has hair and other males don't. So in conclusion, him and Thad are probably trans, but it's not canon, so leave me alone. My second theory is that there's probably a lot of neurodivergent characters in Murder Drones. I mean, come on. Just come on, man. We I guarantee you, half people in the Murder Drones community are certain N has autism. A lot of people are pretty sure of that, and I don't blame them. I think he does as well. He does show a lot of autistic traits, and he just had, I looked at him and, he's definitely on the spectrum. I looked at him for the first time watching the show, and I knew he was probably autistic, so I kind of just viewed him from that angle, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just part of his character that I think makes him a really special character, even though he is probably one of the most stereotypical generic protagonists. I'm not saying N is boring. I love his character. I love the density to his character. And I'm just saying that he's probably autistic. So don't come out for me for saying that he is definitely he has a very generic character switch in episode 1 in the pilot. I know where people say in replies that actually N is a robot and cannot be neurodivergent or transgender. It's called a theory for a reason. It's not canon. I'm in a fandom. I am in a fandom. This is going to happen. Theories are going to happen. Me a little bit later. Thanks for listening to my yapping session.